Hello my fellow night crawlers and welcome to a brand new video. As usual, grab your blankets and grab your snacks to get comfortable because today we're going to be looking into the most disturbing TikToks ever created. TikTok is a platform that I and many people regularly engage in, and if you're familiar with the platform at all, you know that it has its fair share of weird, eerie, creepy things on it. Before we hop into the TikToks though, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment because I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and only you guys can make that happen. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's look into the most disturbing TikToks ever created. The first TikTok that we're going to be looking into happened to an unsuspecting pair of people. Kubra Dogan and her cousin Helen were visiting each other and decided to head to the roof of their establishment. Once they were on the roof, the pair spent some time enjoying each other's company, watching the sunset, taking pictures, videos, the works. Helen began to record a video for a TikTok. It reveals the beautiful scenery, and Dogan is in frame throwing up some hand signs. Dogan began to make her way off the roof as Helen continued to film. Dogan then began to try to leave the rooftop. She set her weight atop a plastic panel, and unfortunately, due to the structural integrity of the panel itself, it collapsed under her weight. Dogan would then fall 164 feet, or roughly 50 meters. The TikTok itself is very eerie and haunting. I'll discuss it further once I show it to you.
Esmer sen güzelsin.
The utter silence from Helen is haunting. It's one of those things where like our brain hasn't processed like the gravity and magnitude of the situation and we sort of just lock up and freeze. This next one is actually an entire collection of things. It ranges from Omegle, TikTok, Discord, Instagram. It covers all grounds of social media. In all honesty, there might even be more platforms that I'm a little unaware of. Crystal Scott, also known as the Crazy Cat Lady or the Cat Killer, was a woman that was actively tormenting individuals online in the middle of 2020. Crystal would go into Omegle calls and set the interest as furry. Once inside the call, she would reveal freshly skinned animals. I think Mutahar explains it best.
Is an actual cat skull. It's a very small cat skull. I'm not an expert on cat skulls, of course. I don't actually skin them myself, but it has an eyeball placed inside it. Think of like looking at a fish head, at a supermarket, and you can still see its eye placed in. Yeah, it's pretty much what you're seeing here. And the skin is like blood red, meaning that it's literally just been skinned, like it's just been pulled.
Crystal would do all of this stuff on TikTok, Instagram, and Omegle for a while. There was even a whole internet group dedicated to tracking this lady down. Think of it like the Luca Magnotta situation with Don't F with Cats. She would post all over social media, taunting people that were trying to catch her. She would even go into Discord servers as well, tormenting with people there. In all honesty, she just got a kick out of messing with others. In addition to this, she would also take to Instagram to show the times that she was actually being active, because apparently there are a lot of copycats out there. Copycats? Is that an appropriate usage during a time like this? Anywho, this went on for about 2 months until she was eventually identified. This led to her arrest, where she was eventually charged. The Indianapolis FBI actually made a post in regards to her arrest. Special Agent Paul Keenan had this to say about the situation. Animal abusers have total power over that animal, and if someone is willing to be that cruel to an animal, evidence suggests they may target vulnerable humans as well. In November of 2019, the Preventing Animal Cruelty and Torture Act was passed to address this issue and to assist law enforcement to better target intervention efforts with respect to animal cruelty and the crimes for which it serves as a marker. Our agents and law enforcement partners will continue to work diligently to identify and investigate, and those who would perpetrate these crimes. Crystal accepted a plea deal on 2 counts of animal crushing. She was sentenced to 30 months in prison and 5 years of supervised release. She initially faced up to 7 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, and 3 years of supervised release. This next one comes from TikTok challenges going wrong. If you know anything about the internet, they'll make either the most wholesome challenge in the world, like the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, or like the most self-brutalizing challenge ever. An example of one trending on the internet for a little bit is one called the Blackout Challenge. This challenge is absolutely ridiculous, and I have no idea how anyone thought this would be a good idea to try. I've seen overlapping interpretations of what this challenge is supposed to be, but the most common one that I've seen is that people are supposed to hold their breath for as long as possible until they eventually black out due to the lack of oxygen. I've also heard that people are supposed to hyperventilate until they black out, but I'm gonna just stick with holding their breath. Obviously, this challenge is very dangerous and no one should be attempting to do it. But unfortunately, people did attempt to do this challenge and they didn't live to tell the story. 12-year-old Joshua participated in this challenge and lost his life from doing so. Joshua was found unconscious in his room with a shoelace around his neck after attempting the blackout challenge. He would pass away in the hospital. Joshua wasn't the only victim of this challenge. A 10-year-old girl named Nyla Anderson would fall victim to this challenge. She was found in her mother's closet, which eventually led to her mother suing TikTok for wrongful death. This next one comes from a semi-popular TikTok impersonator and comedian. Caden K made a lot of popular TikToks in regards to Skyrim NPCs in real life and relatively accurate celebrity impersonations. While he is a funny comedian and a talented impersonator, he wasn't as innocent as he let on. Caden K would go on to murder his wife and his wife's friend for believing that she was cheating on him. On October 21st of 2021, Ali, or Caden K, would call the police department saying that he had just murdered 2 people. A few days before, on October 18th, Anna, Ali's wife, would ask him to move out due to an argument getting physical. It was clear to see that Anna wasn't happy in this relationship. She took out not only a restraining order, but also filed for divorce. On the 21st, Ali would sneak into Anna's apartment with a spare key that she didn't realize he had. At some point, Ali installed a listening device on his daughter's iPad, and after overhearing a male voice over the iPad, he went in and shot not only his wife, but his wife's friend. Ali was obviously charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. This next TikTok is actually a shock video that took many people by surprise. If you were around on TikTok on June of 2021, you actually might be very familiar with this video that I'm about to mention. The video opens up rather innocently. It shows a girl dancing to a song on TikTok. I mean, in all honesty, this could pass for like any video anywhere on TikTok. It then abruptly cuts to a criminal getting gruesomely executed in a shower stall. I won't go into further detail, but it is really graphic and pretty disturbing. The video trended on TikTok due to the lack of moderation on the video itself. After probably hundreds and thousands of reports and negative attention, the video was eventually pulled from TikTok. Unfortunately for TikTok though, it was already too late. There were many articles, many different videos cropping up all over the internet about this video that was being hosted on TikTok. From Newsweek to Bristol Live, this major mess up was getting attention everywhere. Newsweek actually asked someone from TikTok about the situation and they had this to say about it. We appreciate the concerted effort by our community to warn about an unconscionably graphic clip from another site that was spliced into a video and brought onto TikTok. The original video was quickly removed, and our systems are proactively detecting and blocking attempted re-uploads of this clip to catch malicious behavior before the content can receive views. We apologize to those in our community, including our moderators, who may have come upon this content. All I can say is that I feel for the poor people that accidentally happened to stumble upon that. I mean, imagine you're just scrolling through your For You page, you see a girl dancing, and then suddenly it's that. And with all of that being said, that brings us to the end of the most disturbing TikToks ever created. I greatly enjoyed bringing this list together, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that all of you enjoyed it. Before we hop in the end segment though, I would like to thank my Tormented Knights and my Knighted patrons. For my Tormented Knights, we have Andrea, EB Agent J, James, Nee, Willow. For my Knighted patrons, we have Cherisy, Emma, Jessica, Lucas, Mary, Shizen, Teddy, Timo. Guys, thank you all so much for your really generous support. It really does mean so much to me. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, why not like and subscribe? It definitely helps me out. If you didn't though, why not dislike and let me know what I can improve on for next time. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will see y'all in the next one.